If the sight of logarithms makes you queasy, sit down, have a sip of water, and keep watching. I'm going to try to cure you of your logarithm phobia. Welcome to Math Bytes. I'm Allison, and today we're talking about logarithms. Logarithms can seem a little strange when you see them at first, but they're no more complicated than exponents. Here's a definition for you. If x is greater than 0 and b is a positive constant not equal to 1, then y equals log b of x if and only if b to the power of y equals x. So let's look at this a little bit. Y, our logarithm, is the exponent. The logarithm is the exponent. Let's look at an example. Write 2 to the power of 3 equals 8 in logarithmic form. Okay, so our logarithmic form is y equals log b of x. B is our base, y is our exponent. So plug them in. Our exponent here is 3 and our base is 2. So we get 3 equals log 2 of 8. That's the logarithmic form. Let's look at another example. 4 squared equals 16. Let's write that in logarithmic form. Okay, in this case, our base b is 4. Our exponent y is 2. So if we plug them into our logarithmic form, we get 2 equals log 4 of 16. Okay, now let's go the other way. Let's go from logarithmic form to exponential form. Okay, so we have 4 equals log 3 of 81. Now, remember our definition, y equals log b of x if and only if b to the power of y equals x. So again, b is our base, y is our exponent, so to write this in exponential form, we get 3 to the power of 4 equals 81. Okay, let's do another one. We have 3 equals log 10 of x minus 7. Same thing, in this case, 10 is our base b, 3 is our exponent y, so we get 10 to the power of 3 equals x minus 7. And you'll note in exponential form, we could now solve that for x if we wanted to. Let's take a look at some properties of logarithms. Now remember, y equals log base b of x if and only if b to the power of y equals x. Okay, here's our first property. Log to the base b of b equals 1. I'm going to write that in exponential form so you can see it a little easier. Now remember, the logarithm is the exponent. So in this case, the exponent is 1. The base is b. So we would get b to the power of 1 equals b. And we know that to be true from working with exponents. Here's our next one. Log to the base b of 1 equals 0. Same thing, let's write it in exponential form. In this case, our exponent is 0. So we would get b to the power of 0 equals 1. And we know that to be true from working with exponents. Okay, here's a third property for you. Log to the base b of b to the power of x equals x. Okay, we're going to write this in exponential form as well. Now in this case, our exponent is x. So what we get is b to the power of x equals b to the power of x. That's an identity, and we know that's true. Okay, I've got one more for you. B to the power of log b of x equals x. Okay, we're going to write this in logarithmic form. All right, so remember, the logarithm is the exponent. What's the exponent here? It's log to the base b of x. And that's equal to log to the base b of x. Again, another identity. So we know that's true too. These are the properties that you can use when working with logarithms. Working with logarithms can seem a little bit confusing at first, but this is a good place to start. Know how to go back and forth between logarithmic form and exponential form, and know the properties. Those things you have to understand before you try to do anything more complicated with logarithms. So get comfortable with this information first, and then you can go on from there. That's it for this episode of Math Bytes. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have a topic you'd like us to discuss or a question you'd like answered, just send us an email. We're at contactmathbytes@gmail.com, and we will see you next time.